Hey everybody, this is Mark Maloney. I'm the Communications Manager with the Franklin Regional Council of Governments. We're rolling into winter and I'm sitting today with Executive Director Linda Dunleavy to talk a little about what's going on at the COG this season. How you doing, Linda?
I'm good. Do you notice I've gone from linen to wool?
Well, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
Gotta stay warm and comfy.
Yep.
So what do we got going on this winter?
Let's see. Let's start with staffing changes. Big staffing changes. We're doing a lot of succession planning. We had our first retirement that we've been talking about for 2 or 3 years. We've been talking about the fact that we are going to have a wave of retirements. Peggy Sloan, our 30-year planning director, retired at the end of September. Jessica, our 28-year Economic Development Program Manager, became our planning director. Yay, Jess. Andrea Woods, our Chief Procurement Officer, retires December 31st, and we are in the process of trying to find a replacement for the irreplaceable Andrea Woods. And we're in the midst of hiring our first Deputy Executive Director.
Exciting stuff.
It is. You know, when I started here, we were about a $2 million organization with about 20 staff, maybe a bit less. And we're now a $9 million organization with 60 staff. So thus the need for a Deputy Executive Director.
More bandwidth, please.
Yes.
Very good. Very exciting. Well, stay tuned to learn more about staffing changes, but that's what we have at the current moment.
Yep.
What else do we have going on programmatically?
Let's see. We just finished age-friendly action plan. That was a collaboration between our community health department, our planning department, and LifePath to really look at AARPs.
American Association of Retired Persons.
Yes. They have 8 domains of livability for our senior population that we use to create an age-friendly action plan that has a bunch of different ways that our region, our county, our municipalities can really be more welcoming and safer for elderly and disabled people. So that had a big rollout. When was that rollout? A couple of weeks ago?
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep. And that plan is currently available on our website within our publications section, as well as under our Age and Dementia Friendly Planning webpage.
What else? Let's talk about Franklin County Cooperative Inspection Program. That's our our building, plumbing, and wiring inspection program for 16 towns. We changed our funding formula for that program now several years ago, where we retain the building permit fees, and we promised our towns that if our fund balance in that program got too high, we would return the money. So we just returned $466,000 to those 16 municipalities. That was an exciting event.
Indeed.
And we are looking at upgrading our online permitting software, and that will be in process soon. And have you talked about Gabby doing the video of how to do online permitting?
I have not. I want to say it might have been a news post on the website weeks and weeks back. But for users who may find the permitting software to be unwieldy, Gabriella Klanakis, one of our staff within the Cooperative Inspection Program a few weeks back, did a video with a screen share that just walks you through every step of applying for a permit. That video is available on the FCCI webpage, and we will also add the link to this video so that you can quickly take a look at that. It is a very helpful tool.
Yep. And then Gabby will do it again once we've updated the
For the
online
new
permitting
software.
And then what else? Have we talked about the Safe Streets for All funding?
We have not yet talked about Safe Streets for All.
Safe Streets for All is a new federal funding program out of the Department of Transportation. And for the first time ever, we partnered with the other 2 rural regional planning agencies in Massachusetts, Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. And the 3 regional planning agencies received funding to create safety plans for safety transportation infrastructure plans. So we'll be hiring a consultant who will work with us to create a plan of how our transportation infrastructure can be safer, and using and kind of having the exclusive, that's not the word I'm looking for, unique aspect of thinking about that from a rural context. So that's a cool partnership with Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. We do a lot of talking about whether perhaps there should be a summer field trip.
Ooh, that sounds lovely.
Don't you think?
I assume we'd go there.
Yeah,
Not them coming here.
Exactly.
So stay tuned for that project as we move from winter into spring. That's just a highlight of what's going on here, or what's some of the newer things happening. There's always so much going on here at the FRCOG, but we're already about 5 minutes in. So for the rest, you can go take a look at the website. You can stay tuned for quarterly newsletters, lots of ways to pay attention to what's going on here. Follow us on Facebook or on Twitter. I also want to point out just a couple of additional publications that might be of interest to folks. We did mention the Age and Dementia Friendly Regional Plan that's available within our publications page. We also have a Coordinated Public Transit Human Services Transportation Plan that was recently pushed out on our publications page. From an administrative side of the house, this year's annual fiscal review is also available. That outlines kind of what's happening in FY24, lays the foundations for responsible fiscal planning in anticipation of FY25, and just moves through how the FRCOG budget works, which is complex,
Yes.
and very interesting. So take a look under the administration tab for the fiscal review document. And lastly, some of our transportation planners who have been doing some work on outdoor recreation worked on a collaborative project with some of the other Western Mass RPAs on a mountain biking trail project. And they reported out on what they've learned thus far and what's next to come in terms of outdoor recreation specific to mountain trails. So some new documents that you can check out as well. And that's what we got for now.
It's awesome.
More to come later.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, folks. We'll see you on the other side. Take care.